In this episode, adventurers, we are going to be building our gunpowder farm. So welcome back to another episode of Wayfinder. The time has come for us to build our first farm. And while Clouded cornered the market in rockets last season, I want to be the Baron of Rockets, the Rocketeer, the Bear Baron, but whatever, it's a naming process. But to do this, we will need a gunpowder farm. And what better time to do a time lapse than when building your first farm? There isn't much else left to say except let it begin. Well, it is finally done, adventurers. The gunpowder farm is complete. However, there is just a slight problem with all of this. And let me show you what that problem is right now. So everything is up there and everything is built. And we have our nice little entryways here. If we go to the AFK, that'll bring us all the way up to the top where we could just AFK. And I got a bed up there. The other side is collection. And then this is our drop chute back down. So if we go up to collections, you will see the problem that I have. Now, I have AFK'd at this farm for quite some time. Hours and hours and hours. However, I got absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing stuck in the hoppers. There's nothing stuck in the chests. And I could not figure it out. I went through and tested a whole bunch of stuff. Everything seemed to work. I know I must be doing something wrong. Spoiler alert, I did do something wrong. In the time that I had built this, I could not figure out what that problem was. And so I gave up on it. And so some of you might be asking me, well, why did you show it if you were just giving up on it? And the answer is quite simple. None of us are perfect. All of us make mistakes, And even when you follow instructions, it doesn't always work. And that is okay. It really is. Not everything you build is going to be awesome. Not everything you build is going to work on the first try, or the second try, or the third try. Or, well, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work no matter how hard you try. So if you want to know why this farm wasn't working, stay till the end of the video and I'll share that with you. Put your guesses in below to see if you're correct. That also meant that I needed a different gunpowder farm, one that, you know, actually works. I am going to share a quick time lapse of what I did end up building that actually worked for me. Behold, an actually working gunpowder farm. This is what I ended up creating. Now, this is not my design. I will put a link down in the description for where I found this gunpowder farm. Like many of the others, it is modular, so there's only a few floors put into this. I wasn't sure how tall I needed it to be. What I didn't realize was how well this one was going to work. I have double chests upon double chests upon double chests filled with gunpowder. This was the start of my industrial district. But I needed more. If I'm going to provide rockets, I need more than gunpowder. I need sugarcane. And so I built a sugarcane farm. This is also a very nice modular build. Each level can be added easily upon one another. And I just kept building and building and building until I started getting more sugarcane than I know what to do with. And then over here, I created my own little bee sanctuary. Not only did I create a bee breeder, get it? Okay, never mind. Moving on. Not only did I create myself my own breeder, but I also started creating two separate bee farms here. One for the honeycombs. And then up here, I created one that I am currently working on to gather the honey bottles so we can make honey blocks a lot easier. Now, this is still in the works because if you've built a honey farm before, you know that the bottles are a pain in the neck. They get caught up in the system and the droppers and all sorts of things. So this one I'm, for the most part, just doing on the fly from my own mind. While I do have 3 farms, technically 4 if you count the 2 different bee ones, there is going to be one more farm that I'm going to make for sure that's going to be in this area. I am really happy with the progress of my industrial district. I have gotten great gunpowder, great sugarcane, and even the honey is flowing. Well, it's pretty viscous, but it's flowing. It's going. All of these farms had to go somewhere, and there had to be some kind of organization. And so I built myself a little control center. Up top, we have our AFK area so that we can AFK for sugarcane, gunpowder, and the honey. But I also turned it into a temporary storage area. So it seems pretty small in here. We have 2 bubble vaders, one going up, one coming from down. And then we have 2 drop pads, and then some minimal storage here for good measure. But the brains of this operation is downstairs. Welcome to my industrial center hub. Now from the time lapse, you will recognize this kill area for the gunpowder and the creepers. It has been very, very, very successful. The only reason why these double chests aren't full is because I had to clear them out and move them to chests back here. And I haven't ran the gunpowder farm because I've just got more gunpowder than I know what to do with. Speaking of which, hi guys. Yep. Good old work. Good job. Then the sugarcane all runs underground down some ice chutes and into these double chests. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the sugarcane. And then over here is our honey collection. So right now, the only one that's really hooked up is this one. And again, like everything else, we are just jam-packed with honeycombs, which is great. I can make honey blocks, which really doesn't do anything for you, but I can make candles, and that is something I'm very excited about. This side here is going to be for the honey bottle collection, which you saw in the pyramid section of the montage. However, it is not set up yet. I haven't even completed the redstone up top, so I've not hooked it up down here because it would be pointless. Eventually I'll have my fourth farm, and once that is going, I will need to hook it up here. So I will need to move these and kind of reconfigure this section as well. But for now, it's just going to stay as a temporary storage. So we could either go out the way we came in, or we could take the nether portal. And thanks to the Nerdy Kitten and Greeny Cat, we have a nether hub that I am very happy with right now. We have the Nerdykins portal, that's Greeny Cats, and then back there is Beanifer. So as you see, we're pretty close together because even in the nether, our portals are right near each other. Get mine cart, make go to the shopping district. All right, here we are, shopping district. Okay, well, it's a good thing I've come by because it has changed a lot even since the last time I was here. Holy cow. So we have over here Nerdy Kitten's store, and of course it's raining. I'm going to let her kind of show you everything inside there in her videos. I see over my shoulder we have a new shop. Actually, let's kind of take a look here because quite honest, I don't want to wait. What is all of this? Look at this. Oh, we got a map now? Oh, I love this. And it's just a facade. Okay, no, store or whatever this is, I'm assuming it's a store, is not open as of yet. So I am building the Bazaar. Instead of building all these separate storefronts, I wanted to kind of build one little inclusive area for at least some of my shops. I have just a quick stand here for TNT and rockets. Now rockets we really don't have any use for yet because we haven't gotten to the end. I built myself a little fountain just for a nice little decor. Path a little bit. Some amethyst to kind of give it a little nice vibe. And then over here we have our first actual installment within Bazaar, the cavernous candles. And I just kind of played around with this. My goal was to just, can you tell it's a skull? Please tell me you can tell it's a skull, because if not, then I might need to get my eyes checked. And the inside of the shop, it's mostly function over form. I just want it to be dark, dingy, and as you go, you have to kind of trek your way through, and then eventually you get to the store itself. Now, eventually I would like to do colored candles, but they're so expensive because you need one dye per candle. So if you want 64 stack of a colored candle, you need 64 dye. And unlike last season, I don't have a flower forest to harvest dyes quickly and easily. So for now, we're sticking to just white candles. Whew, okay. I mean, I designed the place, but it is always nice to be outside, even when it's raining and dreary. So it seems that Nerdykin is putting together a megaseum of what all is supposed to go in there. I'm not sure, but what did catch my eye is this here. I love this. This is from Beanifer's base. She transported that hourglass from her base to here, and then she did it on a pallet truck and delivered it for the museum. I mean, the museum's not even built yet, so there was no loading dock to put it at, but look at that. I love that. This is the boxed bear box, Boxaberry, Berry Boxy, a monument that she had put me in when we went to the Nether. And Honestly, that is so cool. That is very kind of her. It's kind of bizarre. Help me. That this is going to be added to the museum, but I am really excited. That is really neat. And being a fur, that is awesome. But we have two more shops to look at before we part ways for the day. We have this amazingly odd shop here. I love it. It's it's so weird in the best of way. I would look at that. It's a tongue. It's a tongue. And this is Greenie's shop, selling wool of all different colors, selling gold, selling slime blocks, and then the other colored wools here. So this is a fantastic shop. I'm going to be coming back a lot for wool and slime for sure, especially as we get into my main base build. Is this just a throat? Okay, it's just a throat. Okay. And then the last shop we have here is the iron shop. This is Beanifer's shop. 1 diamond for 2 stacks of iron. And I've already come by a few times and picked up some iron. I just haven't had a chance to use what I've bought, but I will be back for more. Okay, so I guess I lied. There's one other little shop here that I didn't realize. Farmer Smith's free-ranged carrots. Free-ranged. I'm a little confused by that. 2 stacks, 1 die. Oh, okay. Well, I'm actually pretty good on food, but I probably will come back for some. I love that. I love that little stand. That's cute. But with that, adventurers, I must call it a day. We have done so very much. We have done 3 farms. Technically 4 if you count the failed farm. We have shown you the shopping district and some of our plans for the future expansion of what we have got going here. Thank you for stopping by. I am the Adventuring Bear, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Are you still here? See, I told you if you stayed till the end of the episode, I tell you why my farm failed. And I'm a bear of my word. Bear? So the reason why it failed is simple. I did not use tinted glass. Things changed in 1.18. I am still getting used to those changes. Unfortunately, I spent and wasted so much time building that farm out of black glass. So technically the farm would have worked if I would have built it right. As I said before, it is always good to understand that no one's perfect and failures happen. And so now, for those of you that have stayed, thank you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, adventurers.